Several advocates in Bengaluru have hit the streets in protest demanding the release of Teesta Setalvad. Now the reason that we bring you the story is today because this concerns you and this concerns activists who are fighting for human rights. Well, it's important today to mention that these advocates are demanding a release, and I'm going to take this straight to them and understand from them. I'd like to ask you, we're seeing today that several advocates have hit the streets in protest. Why the protest?
The protest is because, you've seen Teesta approach court and Ms. Zakia Jafri approach court. When petitioners are approaching court, are jailed, what is the future for justice in India? We're extremely disappointed with the Supreme Court's verdict, and we're definitely angered by the central government's and the various state governments' actions. Tomorrow, how will anybody have courage to go to courts and ask for justice? What did they ask? They said they filed a police complaint, there has been a crime, and a proper inquiry has to happen. And how can you jail people for this? This is nothing but vindictiveness. And this is an assault on human rights, and this is an assault on the Constitution. And we are here today because if we don't step out and raise our voice at times like this, we cannot save the Constitution.
Okay, all right. Well, in fact, that was what one of the activists and the protesters over here had to say. Well, they're all demanding the release of Teesta Setalvad, of Mr. Sreekumar as well, and stating that, this has been nothing but an attack on democracy, an attack on free speech. I'm going to speak to one more advocate over here. I'd just like to ask you, we're seeing today it's not just advocates who are protesting. There are several others who hit the streets as well. What are the main demands?
The main demand is to release Teesta, to release Sreekumar and all prisoners who have been, arrested because they dared to speak truth to power. And we will keep raising our voices. We will keep defending the constitution of this country. That's our primary demand.
Okay, all right. Well, you really heard it over there from the advocates over here in Bengaluru. Several of them who've actually gathered today to protest and demand the release. We'll, of course, have to wait. They are condemning the action of the central government, of the Gujarat government, and also demanding the release. But as far as, this entire issue is concerned, it seems like more and more support that's being garnered right now for Teesta Setalvad. In Bengaluru, with video journalist Dayanand, this is Neha Hebale for Mirror Now.